Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Espinosa. I'm back with another Mighty Muscleman Mustang lesson. This time, we're going to talk about how to be a safekeeper in the cafeteria. So remember, we gallop to success when we follow our Mustang expectations. Be safe and be helpful. And in our school family, the grown-up's job is to keep you safe, and your job is to help keep it safe. So let's learn some helpful ways to keep our Mighty Muscleman Mustang family safe while eating in the cafeteria each day. Okay, let's talk about what does it mean to be safe in the cafeteria. Being safe in the cafeteria means I only eat the food on my tray and in my lunchbox. Some friends might have something called an allergy. This means they cannot eat some foods because it might make them sick. So everyone eats their own food to be a safekeeper. Another way to be safe is to sit with your legs under the table and your bottom on the seat and keep your hands to yourself and on your own lunch. Another way to be safe when I get in line is to leave space for other people in line, to always make sure I'm walking, to have my eyes forward looking where I'm going and my hands at my side. How can we be helpful in the cafeteria? Well, one way is to use the words please and thank you. Another way to be helpful is to clean up your area and throw away all your trash. It's also helpful to listen when grown-ups talk to you and follow all their directions. Look at how my friends are being so helpful in cleaning up their area and leaving a neat and clean table. Take a look at these helpful friends who are waiting patiently in line. They're not pushing and shoving to get lunch. Look at my friends over here. They're being helpful by keeping all their food, even their milk, on their tray. They're picking up their trash when it's around them, and they're focused on eating their food. That's my job in the cafeteria. So let's talk about what you will do each day when you go into the cafeteria. When I enter the cafeteria, I listen for directions. Sometimes I may sit right down at my table, other times I might get right in line for food. When I get in line for my food, I'm going to look for those green footprints on the floor. They look like little frogs. And I walk from one footprint to footprint. That leaves lots of space between me and my friends. And I make sure to keep my eyes forward and keep moving. Notice how my friends have to turn their body to keep with my footprints. I wait my safe distance. That way I'm not touching anyone or hurting anyone by accident. I keep my eyes forward and I pay attention and listen for the choices, and I keep moving forward. I follow the footprints, and when I get here to this footprint, I notice I have to turn and go over to the big silver cooler and get my milk. So I choose my milk, and then I turn back to the counter. Then I go to the counter and I say what I want to eat. I can say something like, I want pizza, please, or can I have chicken nuggets, please? Once I get my food, I slide my tray down and I look at the fruits and vegetables. And I pick my fruit and vegetable for the day. Notice that my friend has her milk on her tray and she has her lunch card. And do you see how she has it with her name on the top? And this friend has their picture. Remember, your lunch card has a little barcode. That is the code that my friends who check you out each day need to scan. So that is the part you want showing up each day. So I keep my card away from this back area back here. Do you see that? That space back there is where a lot of cards sometimes fall. And once the card falls back down there, I can't go back and get it. Then I follow the footprints and the arrows to scan my card with one of our helpers. And then I walk to my table. Remember to note we have cones here because we want you to go a different way. Over here, these friends are waiting in line for lunch. So I want to walk around them so I don't get in their way. Now, you can try to do it yourself because you are a mighty Muscleman Mustang. So I can try to open my milk by myself and my fruit cup, any bags, and my utensils, my fork and spoons. But if I can't, then I look around the table and I look for someone at my table who already opened one of these things. And I say, can you please help me open my milk? And if no one at my table can help me, then I raise my hand and I ask a grown up and I say, can you please help me open my fruit cup? I always remember to say please and thank you. Now, when I'm finished, it's time to clean up. So I pick up my tray and I walk over to one of the big trash cans. And remember, I always pick up my milk and put my milk in the trash can first. Then I carefully dump the tray into the trash can without spilling. So remember, boys and girls, milk first, then your tray. And I always make sure, like my friend right here, that I lift my tray up over and on top of and into the trash can so that my food does not fall on the ground or fall on me. Now, our Mighty Muscleman Mustangs know that at the end, I stack my trays at the end of the table because every week there will be a tray helper who will come and take the trays to the cart. Now, you'll hear a bell ringing in the cafeteria, and that is your signal to know it's time to be quiet and listen. When the bell rings, you need to stop, breathe, put your head down, and your bubble in. That's your signal to stop talking. It's time to get quiet and get ready to go back to class. Then I wait at the table for a grown-up to tell me to line up. I might wait and see my teacher come in and say it's time to line up, or another grown-up. Notice how my friends, when they line up, their hands are out their side and their eyes are forward and they stay quiet in line. When it's time to line up, it doesn't mean time to start talking. It means to stay quiet. And remember, boys and girls, we have a special cafeteria incentive to gallop to success in our Mighty Muscleman School family. Classes who earn points throughout the month, each month, will earn a bubble party or a chalk party outside. That's like an extra recess, boys and girls. But you have to be following our Mustang expectations and be safe and be helpful every single day. So we will gallop to success with our Mustang expectations. Be safe and be helpful in the cafeteria. Boys and girls, remember, together or apart, you are always in my heart. I'll put you in my head, take you to my heart, fill my heart with all my love and wish wells, and send it out to you. Until I see you again, be safe and be helpful.